Hello, how are you? This is Anthony Gray. Welcome to Grayscale. It's been a little while since I did one of these on my YouTube channel, and so I think I'll get the ball rolling and start doing them more often. Okay, what you see before you is my version of Luminous Orange for a background coat. Alright. The reason being is that once I put the other paint on here, this bright orange will show some through some of the lighter colors. Okay, kind of gives it a nice little glow. Alright. It'd be a nice little pastoral scene with a little water in the mix, which is why I blocked some of this off. I'm going to put the sky in, the clouds in first. Okay, we'll get right on to it. But that's why you see the bright orange. Orange mixed with a little, it's a deep orange actually, almost on the red side, and I just mixed a little white with it. Alright, and put it on there and just let it dry, fully dry. Okay, and that's all I did. Of course, I'm going to use my controversial shampoo water mix just to coat the surface. Get it a little slick so I can blend in the sky. And so I'm going to just put my little mix right on here. Okay. No special way. Just put it on there. You just want the surface to be a little smooth, a little slick for your paint. So when it comes time to mixing it, you can just mix it and blend it right in. Alright. That's all I need. I'm going to set this somewhere. Now I will go into my, what I got is phthalo blue. It's a deep blue, but I'm going to use some white in it and a slight touch of brown to gray it just a tad. I'm going to have it lighter. I will have it lighter as it goes down. As we go toward the horizon, I'll just have it a little bit lighter. So what I'm doing right now is I want to press down, only down below here. It's still up here, not going into the paint. Just down below. Okay. That's just where I want it to be. So what I'm going to do for that, I'll just put a little bit of the water in just to appease myself really, and to keep this whole painting thing moving. I'm going to coat once again with my little lotion in, or my shampoo, my water mix. Coat down below here. All I'm doing is coating some color down below. I want it to be nice and runny, nice and slick, so when I put the color on, I can blend well with it. Okay, I'm going to, because I got the shrubbery here. I know my head is crossing in front of the camera. Sorry about that. I'm just putting a little yellow, cad yellow down. I'm mixing my cad yellow with a little bit of green, or a little bit of blue, excuse me, not green, blue. Okay. Alright, moving right along. Alright, I think I'll put the clouds in now. The clouds, I kind of want to try to explain this to you. I'm trying to find if I have a black marker anywhere. Let's put a dot. Let's put one right here. Put an X right there. I want the X there because we're going to make pretend we have a like a little vanishing point. So lightly, if I had a pencil I would do it. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. If I did like a little horizon or little guidelines here, going straight across the page, but it all meets right in there. Your cloud formations will be in between those lines, so it all looks like it's disappearing towards that X. Okay, so I will take same brush, some now the white that I'm using is actually gesso, so I got white with a little touch of blue popped in there a little bit, and you'll see what I'm doing. So it's white with a little bit of blue, and what I'm going to do is format the clouds into the little perspective type of shapes. But I'm going to stay within the horizon line, or the vanishing lines. So the clouds actually get smaller the closer I get towards that point. Get larger. Still keep them as clouds. Alright. Some red in here. But they get tinier and tinier as you get towards the horizon point there. You can do them different and still make them look like clouds. Different vanishing points are just different placements of your clouds. Okay. And if the paint's still a little wet, you can blur some of those out a little bit. This brush is too big, but you guys get the hint. I'll play around with it a little bit more. I just play around with the corners a little bit. I'll use a smaller brush to brighten up some of these guys. Just rinsing off the brush again. I'm going to use a smaller brush, highlight certain aspects of the cloud, so I use a filbert. Use a brighter white, still use a touch of blue in there. You just highlight your clouds. Whatever points you want to highlight them. You want your highlight point to be the brightest, and you can just disappear, destroy the bottom edge of your clouds. Let it break up. Also gives a little depth to your clouds. My clouds are going to have a bottom to them also. So it's going to be a darker fade underneath. Pretty much the same fashion you see me doing the highlights here. You have the strong highlight on the top of these guys. Great. Just freaking great. I just painted my pad. Put that down there. Actually, the pad should be out the way. I'm not using it for anything. But, you know, hey. As you see, I'm highlighting the tops of the clouds, but fading out from the bottom. The same approach, the same approach that I'm doing, you can also do for waves in the ocean. Same concept. Okay. Now, when I add the shadow, it will make more sense to you as I develop these more and more. Now I'm going to take that same light blue mix. I'm going to add just a touch of brown, the smallest touch of brown, to gray out the blue. You still want your blue to come through. It'll be a grayed out blue. So let's go underneath some of these guys. It's the same fade out fashion. Directly underneath your highlights. And appear to give a bottom to some of these guys. Right here, right toward the bottom. Right around the bottom here. I'm going to add a little bit of my shampoo mixed to the brown, grayish blue mix. There we go. You can go behind some clouds, in between, but in order to show it off, you have to have some of these clouds be shadowed by other clouds. All sorts of fun things you can do with this. Now it looks like more of a glaze, but you can see the color shift, the difference in color, tone. You can do this forever. Add different colors if you will, if you would like. Lighten up some of the colors, darken some. All up to you. But everything's heading towards that dot there. Okay. Gives a nice airy look to your clouds. Can you see now? You have some depth and some distance in your cloud work. Got me? Not difficult, just a technique. You can do whatever you will. Alright, I'm buzzing through this try to keep my videos underneath an hour. Okay, don't worry about this. We're going to get that straightened out. Right now it's cloud time. Let's put a nice little hill or something like that in these guys here. So I'll put either a mountain or a hill, something like that. I'll put something up there to break some of that up. So I'm getting into my little brown mix here. A little bit of brown, tad of blue, mix it in there a little bit, darken it up here. This is cool. I'll use this. I'm going to get a little bit of my shampoo lotion mix to thin this paint up a little bit. It's fairly dark. There we go. I'm going to show you something with this. I'll do a different type of mountain here, if I can do it fast enough. If not, nah, I don't think I can do it. I should have did it with the orange, but I'll do it for another lesson. Let's put Mr. Mountain, let's put one right here. And we'll fade him out down there. Now let's put another one right here, a little peak, and have him fade away somewhere. And go somewhere. Doesn't matter. We're going to have trees around here anyway, so all that don't matter. None of that matter either. Okay. Get some. I'll just put a little bit of water down here, like right here. Slap some put some water down there. And just fade some of that out. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put, yeah, let's highlight some of that, I guess. Some of my highlight would be just a lighter version of the dark color. So it'll be white mixed in with this brown, blue, whatever kind of mix. Take most of this color off. I'm going to use the same brush. I'll just slide, well, the color, the light color side is coming from the other side of the mountain. It's coming from this area. So we'll just slide some of that highlight color like that. Just little bits here and there. Just let it slide and do what it's doing. I'll brighten up one half. Something like that. And it will slide some of that other one. Let it break up and do whatever it wants to do. Now it's nothing but pure white. I'm just patting it on the one side of the brush. And just lightly, if it picks up, it picks up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. Same thing down here. If it picks up, great. If it doesn't, that's great too. And maybe just a pinch of one on that side here. Tease a little highlight there. Rub a few on that edge there too. Make it disappear. Alright? Basically all you need for Mr. Mountain. Okay? He's not going to be the focal or the highlight, the focal point anyway, to be the deciduous trees around there and all that good stuff. If I want to fog some of this out, I can do that also. I might as well show it to you since I'm talking about it. Let's take Mr. Filbert. We'll take some of this phthalo blue, get a little bit of this white, plop it in there. Phthalo is extremely strong color. Alright, you only need like the tiniest bit, really. I get it as light as I can. A lot lighter than what I have here. I gotta rinse off the brush a little bit, that was a little too dark. And if I just want to put a little more blue in there, something like that. I can always fade some of that mountain out. Right from the bottom. Just cover it right up there. Slightest touch of white. Get some of that out of there. A lot of this will be covered with trees anyway. But you'll see little hints of the bottom of the mountain. Not too much. Let's put a little white just on the tip of the filbert. And we're going to scrumble in the appearance of some background mist or low cloud cover. Come right across it there. It's alright. And just because I can, plop some right up in there like that. Just make it disappear on the bottom. Like so. Okay. Nice obscure little mountain view there. But you see your clouds tend to look like they're going in one direction. If I put them here, aiming toward that direction, it would give that appearance also. I can even maybe put a little darkness right under here. There we go. darken some of that up in there. Okay. Get rid of some of that there. Alright. Not really too worried about all that. That's about as much as I want with that mountain. Let's get to some more of a dark mixture. Time to plop in some deciduous trees up around in there. And plop some land in here. And then we'll deal with that, the water some more. So I will get, I'm looking, there we go. We'll use this guy. Getting some more of my dark color, more phthalo blue and brown. Darken it red up in there. I'm going to plop some red in there. I want a nice deep mix of phthalo blue, some of that brown. I always want a deep color. I'm going to touch some more of this lotion. Thins up the paint. And we're going to get to some deciduous trees. Right up around, boop, somewhere around here. Let's get some here. Now if we'll work this in there, aim downward with it. There, kid, let me get some of this shampoo, loosen up that paint. And stroke. There we go. Something like that. Try to match it up there. Like so. Match it right in there. Let's clean that off. Starting to make sense to you? I'm just showing you the technique on how to do it. How you arrange it is up to you. Okay, that'll be your thing. How you want your trees and whatever to look like is really up to you. That'd be your thing. I'm looking for, I'm trying to find it. Well, we got this one. Remember, we're going to stroke lightly across. Another side, go lightly across. If it gives the appearance of it, that's cool. If it doesn't, that's cool too. We got something for that also. So I'm not worried about that. Okay, clean up my brush real quick. This was another flat, but it's a number 12 flat. Natural hair brush, 12 flat. Let's slap some trunks in there. If it's still wet enough, I should be able to do it just with the, let's see if it's still wet enough. Yep, I can. I'll put a few in there. You can either go across like I just did, and go straight down with some of the other ones. Up to you, or you can just match it across like that. Up there, and just up to you how you want to do it. But the paint is still kind of wet, so I can get away with popping up little trunks here and there, going right across, right to the bottom here. If the water's still, okay, but you see some of the orange peeking through, put them right in there. You can make some of the trunks a little crooked if you want. Go the opposite direction. here with it, with a few. Alright. And if you want to put the shoreline, shoreline right across. Alright, you see how that looks? Pretty cool, right? Now some of your water lines, especially towards the shoreline here, can be a little smaller, but it gets longer as you come across. If you like to do it in this fashion and keep the orange in there, or you can use your white. Let me just get a little white here, spread it out, cut across a little bit, cut thinly across. You can do the same thing with white and go straight across with it, like so. Do another little one right here. You don't have to press too hard, guys and ladies. Okay. Get some more here. I got mine mixing, but it's got blue in it, white, it's got all sorts of colors, but it's brighter than your surface, so it will appear white, even though it's not. And let's put a few across here. Might even look a little like waves. All depends on how many of them you want. A smaller one going across here. But you can't tell me they don't look pretty neat. Let's put one right across here. Just right across the bow here. Something like that. Put one. Maybe one in the center right in here. Something like so. Okay. Let's clean off this. This knife is a little too large for the paper I got. But it's alright. It was easier to reach. I've seen it. That's why. We can highlight some of these guys here using the same brush we've done before. Okay. Matter of fact, well, I ran out of my, what I used for white is gesso, so I'm going to use titanium white here. You don't need too much of this. Okay. Doing pretty good on time. I'm going to dip the smallest amount in my titanium white, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of blue. So we got some kind of yellow-green thing happening. Get a little more yellow. Okay. And I'm going to, now the light source is coming from well, from my version is my side is coming from the is coming from the left. For you, is coming from the right. So I will highlight. Coming from the right side. So the bulk of the color is going to be toward the right side. A couple of taps, but heavily toward the right. Put some down there too. But everything's going to aim toward the right side. Just getting a little more color. Right from the top here. Circular motion. Get a little more yellow. And just keep it moving. Come some right down below here. Up here. Don't want to destroy all your dark. Keep some kind of coherent shape to all of this. Maybe some down right here. Got some little hedges here. Come up above here. Still more to the right. Like so. You can do the same thing down below, but streak downward. Downward streaks. Go straight downward with your color. Give the appearance, one, of your water being still. Okay, you don't have to get rid of everything, all of your darks or whatever. You see what it looks like now? All right, your water is still. All right, you got your reflections, you got your darks, some of your highlights, you got all of that in there. Now I'm going into my white, and let's put white and yellow. Nice white yellow mix. And very sparingly in the tips of the trees, certain highlights, maybe even a little couple in the bushes. But you want it all towards the right hand side. So it's going to be heavy on one side. I don't have to highlight every bush either. And you see I put one deep in the darkness, like that. Alright. And with the highlight color, same thing. Sporadically, just place them in there. You got some near the bottom, put them near the bottom. You got some midway, got some on the top somewhere, put them right in there. Okay. See how it's coming together? It'll look disjointed and crazy at first, but don't give up and don't get frustrated. Alright? Like I say, I'm just showing you the technique, just putting it all together here real fast. And as you can see, with the orange in the background, it will pop a lot of that color, out. Okay. All right. Got your sky, got your background, you got your little foreground, you got your water. So let's go up front. What would I put up front? I guess we'll put some grass or whatever, what have you up front. I think I'm going to brighten it up pretty good up front. Draw your eyes somewhere. But before then, let's get some dark color going here. So I'm going to use up my brown, use up a lot of this phthalo blue, and I'm going into my cad red. And now we got a nice deep color here. Using my round brush here. Okay. It is a number 19 round, one of these guys. Let's say if I do want some land, like maybe some flat land right across here, and it kind of goes up and maybe right around there. Nothing but flat land. That means all of this is bush in the front. This would just be flat land. So that would be another plane for you. Okay. So before I touch bases with that, let's get another flat brush and let's get a little bit of this shampoo, thin up some of this dark mix I have. Let's put a tree limb up in here. I'm just using the dark color that I've already laid down. We'll touch a touch more red, kind of deepen it a little bit. There we go. So let me plop a nice sized tree in there. Don't have too much brown left, but that's okay. That is okay. Alright, let's plop a tree. Let's put this tree. Oh, let's put him right around in here now. Put one right there. Nice crooked one going right off the page. I'll work with it like that. I'm going right off the page here. Flip the brush around. It will come right off the page there. And just pat around some crap here. Okay. Let's get some more color here. A little more red, a little more blue. Mix it in there. Something like that. And maybe have it branch off. Have them branch off like that. Let's put a thicker one right here. And have him branch that way. Something like that. Something over there. Alright, tree right there. Something like that. Alright. Let's not worry about the tree right now. I'm going to go another route here. Let's get some of this land going down below here. So, I do have a little bit of blue left. No. A little bit of blue. A little bit of green. Or a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. Some of this dark green mixing it right in there. And we're going to pat in some grasses right in here. Go right on across. Just tapping it in. Don't have much of it, but that's okay. I want to just tap it in there. If it fades into the dark, that's great. All helps. I might have to get some more yellow, some more blue. It's okay. Keep it fairly dark. Just tapping it in. I will highlight very little back here. Not too much. Almost looks kind of manicured. Like the lawnmower ran out of gas and they just said screw it. But that's okay. I'm tapping in. Doesn't look like we had orange for a background, did it? But believe me, it's in there. You don't think it's showing through, but it is. Okay. Ran out of color. Another touch of yellow. Either way, I'm kind of glad. That means I don't really waste a lot of paint. So, it's a good thing. We're almost, that's too much red. We're almost done. I really don't like wasting my paint, but sometimes, you know, things happen. So I'm using Phthalo blue, Cad red, Cad yellow, and since I ran out of titanium white, a little bit of titanium white. Titanium white's very opaque, like to cover up things. So I'm using the smallest amount of titanium white, mixing it in with my Cad yellow. This is a number 11 flat that I'm using. I'm going to highlight some of the grass, like just a touch. Just a touch. All you need. You want to highlight different aspects of the grass, not much. Just where you would feel that it would be open area. Maybe put them a little hill down there. And it disappears up there. Just keep in the direction of the hill. A little hill down there. Okay. And fade some of that out. I don't want some of those edges so sharp. So I'll just rub some of those away. Maybe peek a little bit of that in there. Just rub some of it away in there. Not too much. There. Like so. Alright? Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okie dokie now. Enough of the flat brush. I always have a group of brushes with bristles that seem to go wherever they want. Those are perfect for they're perfect for leaves and shrubbery and just stuff going in any type of direction it feels like it wants to go. Those are the perfect type of brushes for that. And I'm just trying to get a hold of one now. Looks like it's my number 10. You see ones that look like this, kind of crazy looking? Okay. We're gonna take some let's do a little different today. Let's take some of this nice fire color. I'm mixing in a little red, a little yellow, a little bit of white. Just the tips. So let's have some fire bushes. Something a little different. Right in here. And remember your highlight color. I'm just tapping it in. Keeping a rounded appearance. Get some more of this fire. Yellow. A little bit of red. Let's make the fire bush come all down here. Different. Haven't really done a red bush. Not in a while anyway. It's been some time. Get a little bit of, just a tiniest bit of white. I might have put too much white on there. That's fine. It'll be now the highlight color right in here. Still going to the right. Just a slight tip here. And maybe a couple of dots in there down behind. Some of the sunlight's peeking through, saying, hey, I'm over here. Okay. Let's go up here with these guys right here. A couple right there too. Keep it nice and green. Yeah, darken up some of that red here. So I'm just dipping into my red. Same direction. And we're going to put a little, there we go. Right in front of some of these guys. Come back here. Bring some of that back. Like so. Alright. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, enough red. Nice little fire bush. A lot of you guys see me paint flowers and all that stuff. I started out doing things like this though. Still have a love for it. I kind of buzz through them kind of fast. I've done them so many times. So it's kind of I kind of zip right through them. But like I said, I'm just showing you a technique. Okay, I'm going into my phthalo blue. I do have plenty of phthalo blue here. And the tiniest bit of white, just to give my phthalo blue a little bit of a glow, but still keep it deep. And we're going to play around with some little blue buds just popping around here and there. But there's a method to my madness, because I'm keeping the blue in this darkness a little closer towards the foreground. I'm going to do it in little patches here and there. If I have to destroy some of that bottom, I will. Fade that bottom into the green itself. I want the top to be sporadic like it's doing, but I want the bottom to disappear. Fade that bottom right out. put some right here, definitely in the foreground here. Just in patches. Maybe a couple of them sneaking up here. They want a little sunlight too. But not too much. If you see me looks like I'm wiping away color, I'm actually on the tape. That's why it's disappearing. Okay. There. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I got plenty of green. I got the red. I got the blue. I got different shades of green. Your water's got green and blue in it. All right. You got the sky. Got the blue. Got the orange. That's underneath all that blue. You can push it out a little bit. Got orange underneath all of this. Got the orange in some of the highlights. All right. So all that orange did not escape us. Okay. It did not escape. You may think it did, but it did not. I'm taking this dark blue, and we're going to create some bark for the tree. Yes, the blue will be the bark. Nice and dark. You can still see it in there. And now I'm going to take my red, in with that blue, mix a deep maroon. Scumble some of that deep dark in there on one side. And just when you think it was all over, I'm going to get some of this white, some of this red, with highlight. So I get some of that bark going over here on this side. You see those streaks there? You highlight some, shades in the other ones. It's okay. Some of these branches here get a little bit of it. Just like so. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, we're nearing the end of this, so I guess I'll say if you enjoyed this video, give me a comment, something down below. Let me know what you're thinking. If you think I missed the mark, if you think it was right on, you know, give me a sign. Let me know what you think. Alright. I'm looking at it. I thought about putting some leaves on this guy, but forget it. I think it adds a little more character. Just let it be a dead tree. I am going to darken some limbs though. I'm dipping in to my shampoo using my script liner brush. Let's give them some tiny baby limbs. Let's swim something like that. And then snake around a little bit. Give them some baby limbs up here too. Just adds a little character to these guys. Okay. You know what? How about this, guys? How about a couple of these? Come there. Let's come there. Let's come there. Watch this. Little cattails. Give it a little press. And let's have some of those buzzing around there. Let's have some long ones around here too, curving around and coming up around here too. Just haphazardly plop some of those here. Plop one down there like that. Plop a couple here, there. Here, there, everywhere. Something like that. Okay. I'll put my name on it. Like I say, any comments, leave them below. Love to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent, don't matter. If there's something you would like to see done, ask me. Alright. the date in here, it might be a little too dark. Yeah, it's fine. Make them look for it if I choose to sell it or not. Alright guys, thank you once again for checking this out. I think I kept it under an hour. If I speed up some of the stuff and cut some of the stuff away, it register under an hour. Let's see what it looks like without the tape. This is 11 by 15 watercolor paper. You can do this on canvas or canvas board, whatever you feel. Alright. And half-inch tape. Gives me a nice little clean border. Okay. Remember the background was a translucent, transparent, not translucent, luminous orange. Luminous orange, luminous orange. There is orange in the background of this painting. Okay, there you go. Alright, don't know to name it, or whatever, who knows. But, well, there you go, nice little pastoral scene with the little fire bush. Maybe I just call it fire bush, who knows what I call it. Anyway, thank you once again for checking this out. It's a pleasure doing it for you. Showing you the techniques of how to do this with whatever type of brush. Got a little hill, a mountain, the clouds going in seemingly one direction. Showed you a trick how to do that with just a little X and just guide your clouds in that direction. Still keeping the scale of perspective. They're all going in one direction. A little bit of brown with your blue and white gives you this grayish brown for you got now underneath your clouds. Gives a little dimension to it. Got your mountain there. A little bit of the tip is kind of covered by the mountain. Make the mountains look larger. Alright. Most of the green, ironically, is in the back. Okay. But you got the darker primary colors in the front. Okay. All that good stuff. I used just about every mix to make different colors of black. Instead of using pitch black. There's nothing black, quote unquote black, in this painting. So, but here's what you can do with only, 4 colors I used. Cad yellow, phthalo green, phthalo blue, cad red, and white. That's it. This is what I've done. Alright. So, until next time, happy painting, God bless, and I'll see you again. Later.